Hi, everybody. Sonia Anderson here from Cornerstone Physical Therapy. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to do a little bit on the jaw mini-series about parafunctional activities. If you don't know what that means, you are about to. Little side note, if you have any comments, go ahead and put them in there. We will write to you back. If you're watching this afterwards and it's no longer live, go ahead and comment anyways. We can still contact you. Definitely check out our Facebook page for some other live series and pre-recorded series. Some really good information on the jaw, some other joints, some of our pelvic health therapists, lymphedema. There's a whole slew of things you can check out. All right, so the jaw, parafunctional activities. So a functional activity for the jaw is basically what you would normally think of as the jaw doing. So like eating, talking, yelling, singing, dental care, things like that. Just kind of your normal day-to-day stuff. Parafunctional means things that you're able to do but are outside of your normal function, right? So I usually use the calf muscle as an example. So the calf muscle is on the back of your lower leg. If you go up on your toes, you're activating that calf muscle, right? So let's compare your calf muscle to your jaw muscles. So let's say you walk around for 20 minutes on your toes. Your calf muscle is going to be pretty sore, but you'll recover and it's fine. All right, so let's say then you walk around on your toes off and on for several days in a row. Your calf muscle is going to be really sore, probably painful, but you'll recover, but it'll take a while. So then let's say you're walking around on your calf or on your toes for a year, most of the time on your toes. That's going to cause some major calf issues. And then over time, it's going to cause adaptive shortening of that muscle. So it'll be so tight, it'll be hard to stretch it, and hard to get it kind of back to that normal position. And then you may even develop some ankle issues and some knee issues. So then let's compare that to the jaw. If you are, let's say, for example, clenching your teeth a lot of the time, let's say I just do it off and on for about 20 minutes, my jaw is going to be sore, but I'll recover from it. Let's say I do it most of the day for a couple of days, it's going to be more sore, it's going to take longer to recover from it, but maybe not that big of a deal. But then let's say I'm doing it all of the time for a year. We'll go to an extreme and say a year. My jaw is going to be extremely sore. These muscles through here and up here are going to be very, very tender. They're going to cause headaches, all kinds of other problems, and also I'll probably start feeling it in the actual joint. Kind of like what I meant when I was talking about the calf muscle and starting to feel it into the ankles and knees. So just like any other joint, just like any other muscle, we can wear out the jaw just from using it incorrectly. So that's kind of the definition, basic definition of a parafunctional activity. So examples of a parafunctional activity: clenching your teeth, grinding your teeth, bracing, which would mean like your teeth aren't touching but your jaw is just being held tight. Also chewing gum, chewing ice, biting your nails, biting straws, chewing the lids on something, using your teeth a lot to like rip off a wrapper of something. Let's see, what else is there an example of? Maybe biting like the skin around your nails, biting the skin on the inside of your cheek. There's a lot of different things that people do, a lot of the times without realizing it, that they are overloading the jaw by these repetitive motions. So let's go back to that clenching your teeth example, because that's one of the more common. Let's compare that to eating. So when you're eating, it's a functional activity, there's a purpose to it, and you're really not chewing for that long before your meal is over. When you're clenching your teeth, it's a constant activation, and usually it's happening for longer than it would take to eat a meal. So when you think about it in those terms, it makes sense that that's too much for the jaw. It's overloading, it's overusing that muscle, and then over time can cause issues at the actual joint as well. A lot of patients are coming in because they have issues with parafunctional activities and doing too much of those things. Sometimes that's the root of the problem. Other times it's not necessarily the root of the problem, but it's something that's continually aggravating and re-irritating the issue that they're having. So working on reducing those things is many times a big part of PT. We go over the resting position, we go over different techniques to do when those muscles are tight. We go over exercises to do instead of clenching or grinding or chewing gum, whatever it is that you're doing. There are also some things that make you more prone to doing something like clenching or grinding your teeth. Things like putting your hand under your chin all the time, maybe like resting on a desk, or if you're sleeping position, that can be an issue. So if you're sleeping and you've got a lot of pressure on the jaw, that can be a problem that causes clenching your teeth throughout the night, which is kind of another topic I'm going to get to in another video about how you can reduce some of those parafunctional activities at night. All right, so hopefully you have a better understanding of parafunctional activities and what some examples are, how that might be affecting you, and if that kind of speaks to you, I would encourage you to call in or email or comment and get an appointment. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye.